fast and aggressive triggers. As of the day that I'm filming this, I just uploaded a fast and aggressive video, so maybe we could just do a few fast and aggressive hand movements too. Okay. Now I think let's just do some mouth sounds. Just maybe I'll do a little bit of an audible because that's kind of a good mouth sound too. Okay, next let's do, we're gonna slow it down and just do some plucking and pulling away, maybe some negativity. We're getting rid of it. We are plucking and pulling it away. I'm just going to pluck and pull, pluck and pull, pluck and pull. Away. Any bad thoughts, any bad thoughts. I'm just gonna pluck them away. I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna pluck that away from you. Just on your face right there. All the negativity, stress, worries, anxieties. I'm just gonna pluck them away. Pluck. I'm just gonna pluck them away. I'm just gonna pluck that away. Pluck it away. Okay. For the reading Harry Potter trigger, I have decided to choose a passage from the Goblet of Fire. So I hope that's okay with you. I didn't want to read the first book. There's a lot of ASMR videos. Well, you know, starting from the very beginning, I thought we'd go somewhere right in the middle. But this is when the names are drawn out of the Goblet of Fire. For the champions of each decision," said Dumbledore. "I estimate that it requires 1 more minute. Now, when the champions' names are called, I would ask them please to come up to the top of the hall, walk along the staff table, and go through into the next chamber." He indicated the door behind the staff table, where they will be receiving their first instructions. He took out his wand and gave a great sweeping wave with it. At once, all the candles except those inside the carved pumpkins were extinguished, plunging them all into a state of semi-darkness. The goblet of fire now shone more brightly than anything in the whole hall. The sparkling bright, bluey whiteness of the flames, almost painful on the eyes. Everyone watched, waited. A few people kept checking their watches. Any second, Lee Jordan whispered 2 seats away from Harry. The flames inside the goblet suddenly turned red. Sparks began to fly from it. Next moment, a tongue of flame shot into the air. A charred piece of parchment fluttered out of it. The whole room gasped. Dumbledore caught the piece of parchment and held it at arm's length so that he could read it by the light of the flames, which had turned back to blue-white. "The champion for Durmstrang," he read in a strong, clear voice, "will be Victor Krum." "No surprises there," yelled Ron, as a storm of applause and cheering swept the hall. Harry saw Victor Krum rise from the Slytherin table and slouch up towards Dumbledore. He turned right, walked along the staff table, and disappeared through the door into the next chamber. "Bravo, Victor," boomed Karkaroff, so loudly that everyone could hear him, even over all the applause. "Knew you had it in you." The clapping and chatting died down. Now everyone's attention was focused again on the goblet, which seconds later turned red once more. A second piece of parchment shot out of it, propelled by the flames. "The champion for Beauxbatons," said Dumbledore, "is Fleur Delacour." "It's her, Ron," shouted Harry, as the girl who so resembled Ophelia got gracefully to her feet, shook back her sheet of silvery blonde hair, and swept up between Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff tables. "Oh, look, they're all disappointed," Hermione said over the noise, nodding towards the remainder of the Beauxbaton party. Disappointed was a bit of an understatement, Harry thought. 2 of the girls who had not been selected had dissolved into tears and were sobbing with their heads in their arms. When Fleur Delacour too had vanished into the side chamber, silence fell again, but this time it was a silence so stiff with excitement you could almost taste it. The Hogwarts champion next. And the goblet of fire turned red once more. Sparks showered out of it. The tongue of flame shot high into the air, and from its tip Dumbledore pulled the 3rd piece of parchment. "The Hogwarts champion," he called, "is Cedric Diggory." "No," said Ron loudly, but nobody heard him except Harry. The uproar from the next table was too great. Every single Hufflepuff had jumped to their feet, screaming and stamping as Cedric made his way past them, grinning broadly and heading off towards the chamber behind the teacher's table. Indeed, the applause for Cedric went on so long that it was some time before Dumbledore could make himself heard again. "Excellent," Dumbledore called happily, and as at last the tumult died down. "Well, we now have our 3 champions. I am sure I can count upon all of you, including the remaining students from Beauxbatons and Durmstrang, to give your champions every ounce of support you can muster. By cheering your champion on, you will contribute in a very real—" But Dumbledore suddenly stopped speaking, and it was apparent to everybody what had distracted him. The fire in the goblet had just turned red again. Sparks were flying out of it. A long flame shot suddenly into the air, and borne upon it was another piece of parchment. Automatically, it seemed, Dumbledore reached out a long hand and seized the parchment. He held it out and stared at the name written upon it. There was a long pause, during which Dumbledore stared at the slip